Facilitation is the art of making learning easy. It is a process to take the learner on a learning journey which has three distinct stages. First, teaching a concept. Building a basic understanding of what the concept is. Enabling learning of the concept. Provide opportunities where the students engage with the concept on their own or in groups to build their own understanding of the concept. Encourage the continuation of learning outside of the classroom, where they try to apply the concept in their everyday life and deepen their understanding of the concept. Facilitation requires flexibility in approach where you are maintaining a balance between your teaching style, student needs, and content requirements, bringing in methods of teaching suitable to the situation. Let us look at an example. We are all aware about the concept of democracy, but how do we make our students understand it? To begin with, you will have to present the concept to the students so that they have a basic understanding of it. How will you do it? You can do a lecture where maybe you present a definition of democracy and then explain it to your students. You can use a presentation here, you can give a reading to the students and help them understand it. Or you can show a video highlighting the particular concept.
So what is this whole system of electing and choosing and voting? What is this called? Have you heard this word somewhere earlier? Or maybe you would have read. You've heard this word earlier? So can someone tell me what it means? One sentence definition of democracy. For the people, by the people, of the people. But what for the people? So who said these words? For the people, of the people, by the people. So Abraham Lincoln, American president. So he said government of the people, for the people, by the people. So that is democracy. So is that a good enough definition? Does that explain or does that tell you everything about a democracy, or do you think you need a better definition of democracy? So all of you had the right to choose your local representative, your member of parliament, and all of you have equal rights. So my vote also counts for one vote, his vote is also one vote, right? So all of us have the equal political right. I can't say that I am 30 years old, so give me, my vote should count for 3 votes. Or a rich person can't say because I am a big industrialist or I have a lot of money, so my vote counts for 5 votes. That doesn't happen, right? So equal rights to vote and to elect your leaders. So where do you think this system started? Who was the first, which was the first country that tried democracy? But Greece was the first country that started or tried out a democracy, a system where citizens rule. So interestingly, this word comes from 2 different words.
In this scenario, it is important that the students understand what the concept is and you have to transfer that knowledge to them. As we move ahead in the process, it's important that students get an opportunity to build their own understanding of the concept. This means they engage with it with their peers and try and articulate in their own words what democracy means and form their point of view about it. You might want students to think about the pros and cons of democracy as a system. Here, you would use group methods like discussions, case studies, debates, role plays, or research. The key idea here is that the students get to think independently, engage with different perspectives, and then build on their understanding of the concept.
If in a few sentences someone has to explain to me, this is what democracy is. Or when we say for the people, of the people, by the people, what do we mean by that?
Like whatever they make the government, it is for only for people.
Whatever the government makes is for the people. Does everyone understand that? Does anyone want to ask him what that means?
Means every single citizen is given all the rights.
Every single citizen, you said no, every single citizen has all the rights.
It's asking it is meant for every single citizen.
Every single citizen. So is democracy meant for every single citizen?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what all makes democracy. So when we say that it's for the people, by the people, of the people, one person said they have all the rights. What else?
Freedom.
Freedom to do what?
Freedom to talk.
Freedom to talk. Okay. Can you give it to?
Right to vote.
Right to vote. What is this right to vote?
Every citizen after 18, they should vote. After 18.
Is there anything else? Why people vote for the leader? Why?
To do work
To do work? What kind of work?
to a area, country,
So,
to help the people.
Area maintenance.
Maintaining this area, country.
so you are saying that the act of people choosing one leader as representative to work for everyone is called democracy? Does everyone agree with that definition? Did everyone listen to me or no?
Yes.
Here the group would take forward its own learning and your role would be to support them in that process. Lastly, the students should be encouraged to continue their learning outside of the classrooms where they go out and observe the application of the concept, apply it in their practice and internalize the concept. This could mean that students in their decision-making process are being democratic. As a facilitator here, encourage the students to observe the application of the concept of democracy outside of the classroom, analyze it and deepen their understanding. So you see how in facilitation the role of the facilitator and the learner keeps shifting. Facilitation is all about being open in your approach where you're bringing in different methods of learning, giving opportunities to the learners in different ways to take ownership of their learning and introducing them to multiple sources of learning.